Life changes in degrees. Just when you think your life couldn't change anymore, more changes keep coming, and they're all elevating. Tracking your shifts and changes helps you see your progress, even though you may not be sure where it's leading you. Keep staying in the flow. It's amazing what happens when you get up really early in the morning. I've heard of the lifestyle of a few spiritual teachers I've come to know and love over the years, and almost all of them were really early risers, getting up at 4 or 5 in the morning and meditating for a while before their day started. No way, I'd say to myself whenever I heard about it. I'd never do that. And yet, here I am now experiencing a radical shift in my life, and it just so happens that getting up at 5 a.m. is now becoming the norm. Never in my life would I have believed it. I'm not a morning person. Have you ever heard or said that? I've always refrained from making any statements about myself that state who I am, because I never want to stick myself into a category. What if things changed? What if I change? And I recommend you look at how many times or what are the ways that you say things like, I'm such a ... person. Are you really? Making those kinds of statements can inhibit any kind of personal growth and expansion. In this case, the way I'd been conducting my lifestyle, my mornings started at noon. By 2 p.m., I was ready to talk to people, have meetings, see and speak to private clients, etc. And then there would be a lot of social media activity and content creation into the wee hours of the morning. Why? Well, so many of my friends and colleagues on the U.S. West Coast and in Hawaii start their day when it's late afternoon here in Munich. And when you attend live events from someone in Costa Rica, it's 1 a.m. here in Germany. So ever since moving to Europe in 2018, I'd grown accustomed to getting up at noon and staying up until 3 or 4 in the morning. And I was perfectly happy with that arrangement. And I think if you know any artists, they'll tell you how they love living that way as well. But now, life, the universe, God decided to switch up the plans for me, change everything up. There has been a much stronger directive for me to stop listening to other teachers and start listening to the higher voice that wants me to take down its words and share them. And when is this voice most present and the windows to heaven wide open? Well, as I've discovered, it's somewhere around 5 a.m., just before dawn. Yep. And this voice is calling for me to slow down, manifest more easily, and teach. It's also calling for me to enjoy my life more by sinking into a more permanent projection of my life here in Germany, to see this country as my home now, and to set deep roots here to stay. I am all too happy to do that. And the more and more I think about it, I'm not sure that living in the U.S. will be on the horizon again. But who knows? I'll always keep myself open to a part-time arrangement on Maui, but we shall see. I am so thrilled with all of my options now that I am in Europe. There are so many places to visit just around the corner. Another practical factor that literally forced this sudden schedule adjustment was getting accepted into the German integration course. This program is only available to those who qualify, and I had to negotiate my qualification a few times with some back and forth written letters to the Federal Immigration Office here. It includes language classes and cultural and political orientation. I really wanted this course. At first, my application was rejected. I was told it was up to the Foreigners Office in Munich. Then the Foreigners Office in Munich told me I didn't qualify because I had a bachelor's degree from the U.S. What does that have to do with anything? And based on that answer, I could accept or appeal the decision to the federal offices in charge. So, appeal that decision I did. A written, printed letter, and off it went in the post. About a week later, I got a letter telling me that they had accepted my appeal and made a new decision. I was accepted into the German integration course. Oh my God, you don't know what a thrill this is. It's not only 600 hours of German language classes that I can take over the course of 3 years, but also 100 hours of cultural and political orientation. The big kicker is that when I do complete all of this, I take a big exam, and once I pass the exam, I then qualify for a permanent residence permit. Wow. Without passing this exam, there is no way I would be given a permanent residence permit. Do you see how important this is? So now I am in school, really early, but it wasn't working for me to miss out on my meditation and journaling and writing before I start my day. I had to somehow make it all work. So here's how the drastic changes happened, all to make Spirit's highest intentions for me to unfold. Degree change number 1. Get accepted into the school. Realize it starts at 9 a.m. and now I have to get up much earlier than I normally do. Degree change number 2. Get up just in time to show up on a Zoom call, all disheveled and sleepy. I realize I could not learn or participate at all in that way. Degree change number 3. Get up at 8 a.m., then be ready to go by 9 a.m. Good. Except for my mind was full of all the other stuff I wanted to do that felt more important, which left me unable to focus on class very much, or for very long. Degree change number 4. Okay, get up at 7 a.m. and get a lot of to-do items out of the way so that I could calm down in class and learn. This was better, but I had literally cut out my morning meditations and journaling. I felt lost and off. Lost in direction, clarity, and purpose. And these things are most essential to anyone who leads herself grandly in her life and work. I absolutely must meditate and write with Spirit before I start my day. This, I learned, is a non-negotiable. Degree change number 5. Get up at 5 a.m. Yep, I did it. And now it's a habit. I get all the things done and am ready to attend class and learn. And the huge, spectacular win in all of this, pre-dawn energetic and verbal downloads that are literally out of this world for me. In my early morning routine now, I am receiving this incredible guidance and words and energies. I get my to-do list done early. I am learning German and am almost able to speak to people at the market now. Wow, what a powerful and vast transformation. And this really was all designed by Spirit. I just had to move along with all my things, and somehow miracles unfold. I truly believe that with all my heart, and I'd love to support you in living life with this approach as well. It takes practice and many leaps of faith, but it's available to anyone. Clarity, competence, achievement. So the next time you desire to look at the bigger picture of your life and design a future you want to have, remember a couple of things. Your mind will at first respond with, I can't do that. Never. It will then go to how, and you don't need to know that just yet. Allow the universe, God, higher power, to provide for you the things that you can't figure out just now. It has miraculous ways of doing things and knows far more about what's going on out there than you can possibly imagine. Let it take its course, and your job is to just get out of the way. Your inner guidance will lead you. That quiet little voice is always there. All the noise outside of you just creates stress and anxiety. Leave it alone. It has nothing to do with you and you'll be fine. Private coaching. Does making progress in your life to happen more quickly sound like something you really want? I can only work with people who want the changes. They don't know what changes they want, they just know they somehow want a change. And you can get stuck in this back and forth in your inner life for such a long time. It's simply best to have an outside perspective come in and support you to get to the right decision that's for you. Do you have a coach? Is it time for you to uplevel? Is it time for you to be having, being, doing, and creating just a little bit more in your life? Think about it. And it all starts with a conversation. You'll find the link in the description. See you soon. Wishing you all my love, peace, and blessings, Suzanne.